Welcome to the Jack Breslin Student Event Center on the campus of Michigan State University in East Lansing. Xfinity presents high school sports. Today it's an MHSAA Class B boys basketball semifinal, and it was the Hurricanes of Detroit Community defeating the Wolverines of Godwin Heights 58-37. Welcome inside the Breslin Center to the best seat in the house, center court of the MHSAA Championships and Xfinity High School Sports. Along with Bernie Foose, I'm Joe Jason. Well, how do you handle the size of Byron Ziegler and the other 6'6", 6'7" talent that Community has? Well, if you're Godwin Heights, you do the best you can, but you come up a bit short.
And they just couldn't. That was the key question. Can they handle the size? And they couldn't. Ziegler had 17 points, 12 rebounds. The entire Detroit Community team, 46 rebounds, 16 offensive. The size was just too much for Godwin Heights to overcome tonight.
Let's roll the highlights in this one, and we'll start first of all with first quarter action, and we'll see that Godwin Heights going to work down low, but a block there by Ziegler.
Well, the Hurricanes got off to a 13-6 start, really put it on them, and Ziegler was a big part of that. He had 9 points in that first quarter, was really in attack mode. You could see the hunger on his face. He knows what's on the line. He wants to get a championship this year, and he is playing like a hungry man possessed out there.
Good work down low, the pass. And again, I tell you what, the 1-2 punch right there between Ziegler and his teammate down low.
It's tough to overcome. I mean, both of those guys are 6'6", Martin, Ziegler 6'6", and they really controlled the paint, Joe. Detroit Community outscored Godwin Heights in the paint 40-20. You combine that with poor shooting on Godwin Heights' part, only 28% for the game, and that's a recipe for disaster, and it's a recipe for success if you're Detroit Community.
That was a tip at the end of the first quarter that kept this game close, but then it was Community that started to run away with it. They would wind up with a 12-point lead going into halftime.
Well, you thought Godwin might be able to cut into that lead in the second quarter. It was the exact opposite, 11-2 run by Detroit Community to start that second quarter. Really put them away early in that second quarter, took that air out of the Godwin Heights bubble, and they carried that momentum into the second half.
The concern for the Wolverines was the damage that Community was doing on the offensive glass in the first half. They really couldn't do anything about it. It continued into the third quarter.
It's tough enough to deal with that size by itself, and then you give them second chance points. The Hurricanes had 16 offensive rebounds in this game. Second chance points, I believe it was 14-2 in favor of the Hurricanes. Just a lot to overcome if you're Godwin Heights. 46 rebounds, 19 turnovers, 28% from the field. Just a rough go of it for them, but Community, what a game they had. Ziegler, I can't wait for this championship game. They are going to give Detroit Country Day all they can handle.
Should be a good one. Community came in with 9 losses into this game, but they come up with a big victory here today. That's all that matters. Up next for them, the Yellow Jackets of Detroit Country Day in the Class B championship game. Your final here tonight, 58-37 Detroit Community over the Wolverines of Godwin Heights. From my partner Bernie Foose, I'm Joe Jason. Detroit Community wins at 58-37 over Godwin Heights. You've been watching Xfinity High School Sports, the MHSAA Championships, a presentation of Play on Sports Midwest.